Everybody just be copying me, huh? And I'm glad, actually, that Nicholas Light TV is going to Kick. But here's some issues. If you guys don't know, apparently he's going to go to Kick because issues on Twitch regarding anime reactions, and I think that's a great idea. In fact, I myself was on Kick for the month of, I believe, April. Then I made this video, remember? I told you guys exactly what's going on, how anime reactions are actually demonetized ever since I joined, which fucking sucks. Literally, as soon as I got invited over and I did 1 month of streaming, then they're like, yep, I'm sorry. That's what's going on. But the issue with this video is when I clicked on it, the video is unavailable. But I am the farmer. Nobody does it like I do. And I know how to farm this shit. And apparently, people are upset. People are upset over this. So unfortunately, we can't react to his video, but we can talk about what's going on. And the sentiment right now, I think, is people basically calling out Nicholas Light some sort of fraud that like, oh, I can't believe you're gonna Kick. Yo, ain't Kick that platform where gambling happens? Here's a fun fact. I think that Kick straight up has better TOS that compared to Twitch. Genuinely. You know why? This right now, what I'm showing you here is messages with me and the Kick staff. And I'm trying to show you that like, these are the things that is not allowed. Streaming watch party or gambling content. Do you see that? I understand that Kick is associated with the company's stake, which is gambling. That's where a lot of the funds that they have and how they can pay out the small traders who's going to Kick, right? They pay a lot of money there. Just for, again, references, I'm making, like, at a sizable average viewership of 200 views on Kick, streaming about 200 hours per month, which is around 6 to 8 hours a day. I could make 10 times more than I'm making on Twitch. On Twitch, maybe I'm making somewhere between $500 to $1,000, maybe. On Kick, I'm making like 6 to 7K off of that number alone. So you can see how enticing it is, but a lot of people have very bad sentiments towards Kick. And I'm sure Nick is getting a lot of hate for this shit. I have a lot to say. In fact, I said it in this video too. I was literally defending Kick and saying, if you truly think that only like the bottom of the barrel scum are streaming on Kick and you think Twitch is some sort of like safe haven, you are so fucking wrong. But hey, we'll get to that in due time. Let's read these posts. Can't believe how many people attacked me for announcing that I'll be on Kick lol, and that's most likely why he deleted the video. People that quote unquote support me. I don't know if it's true the people that support him. It's probably orbiters who are just Nicholas Light haters that took this opportunity to dunk on him, is my kind of like understanding of this. Just kind of an assumption. It's either political comments or you said you'd never stream there. They can't comprehend someone changing their mind. You're supposed to have an opinion forever. You can never change it. I've had many conversations that made me see why this is the best move. Yeah, and why is this the best move? On Twitch, he's getting targeted. He, I think, has like 2 DMCA strike and there is a 3-strike system. That's why I think he's backing off on anime reactions. Why is he being targeted? Well, he's the biggest fucking creator that does this reaction stuff. And unfortunately, he's kind of put in this situation where he can't do live reactions anymore. So what's the options? Record it offline? That is possible. But I feel like that kind of sacrifices the whole stream growth and the audience that has been built for the reaction content. And there are other methods, right? There are other methods. Like on Kick, for example. I went on Kick and I streamed anime there, and I think that Kick is a fantastic platform. Literally no ad for the audience, right? You guys get an ad-free experience. I think that their video player too, the fact that you can move that shit around like YouTube streams, it's better than Twitch. Twitch is too busy trying to figure out how do we monetize this feature. That's why they didn't even release it. They're gonna make this shit a paid service to be able to rewind the streams, which I think is kind of stupid, right? And then on top of that, there is so many incentives for Kick creators, right? The money you're making, obviously, duh. And way better revenue split for subscribers as well. Rather than 70-30 or 55-45 on Twitch, on Kick, that shit's like 95-5 or something. Then they judge me for the friends I made along the way. What kind of supporters are these? They're not supporters. These are people who, again, if you view content creators as beacons of hope and moral ethics and sort of role models, you are so fucking wrong. And no disrespect absolutely no disrespect to Nicholas Light, but what the fuck are you expecting to get some sort of like mentorship or some sort of like life lessons from Nicholas Light or even me? We just fucking watching anime and having fun. People expect content creators to be like fucking saints, to be like this morally correct good person that never make any mistakes. I guarantee you, these motherfuckers that are hating on him for going to Kick have done things that's way worse. And if they were put into Nicholas Light's situation, I bet you they do the same shit. They want to keep me in a box. First, I get complaint about also what kind of friends are we talking about? Are we talking about Tectone right now? Are we talking about Tectone? Is Tectone farmed a video? Hold up. Can we watch Tectone's video later? Let's see. Baldy? I think this might be it. 20-minute video. Maybe we could react to this later on, but we'll first cover the tweets like this, right? So, let's see. They want to keep me in a box. First, I get complaints about gaming content because anime content is low for every anime creator. Now this, I'm having so much fun with the gaming content, it's only going to multiply. I think that him investing into gaming content and going into the gacha sphere is actually really smart, right? You don't want to put all your eggs in one basket. And on top of that, obviously, on Kick, if you're able to do gaming content and you can pull your audience there and do it, yeah. Because like you can't monetize anime reactions there. But gaming stuff, absolutely you can. I looked into my options. I've tried Twitch. I see how Twitch treats their creators. I don't want any part of that. With my sense of humor and style of content, I can be free on Kick. Bro is Eren Yeager. I'll be also streaming on YouTube as well. This is probably one of the best things that could have happened to my career content. I don't know how anyone can be mad, but somehow people are. Fuck them. They are mad because they are unemployed losers who have nothing better to do but hate on content creators because they have formed a parasocial relationship to them. And suddenly, because something changed in terms of their alignments of politics or sort of moral ethic code, that's why they're crashing out. They're not real fans. They're just a bunch of way too much fucking chronically online retards who needs to literally go outside. Like I said, there's plenty of other channels to watch. Well, they'll let you control them. I'm not for you. And that's another thing too, right? He doesn't need to pander towards these quote unquote supporters. They're not supporters. They're just flimsy fucking random viewers who seems to like him before, but suddenly because he's doing some actions that doesn't, agree with what they want anymore, they're hating on it. I think the most common sentiment regarding people hating on people who go to Kick is how people view Kick as some sort of like Nazi platform. It's like this idea that like on Kick, there is gambling and gambling bad. Therefore, you going on Kick, that's why you're bad. Let me fucking open your eyes, dumbass. Did you know that on Twitch, there is a literal fucking gambling category? Where's the slots? Where's the slots? Did they get rid of it recently? Where's the slots? I'm pretty sure I made this. Hold up. Let's go to this video here. I think I literally mentioned it in this video where I covered it. Right over here. Right? Hold up. I'm getting put in the slot. Hold up. Come on. Let me find it. Where is this shit? Basically, I'm trying to find a part of the video where I cover people literally gambling on Twitch as well. I think this is it. Boom. I don't know if this exists anymore because somehow when I try to go to all categories and do slots, it doesn't really oh, no, here it is. Here, literally, it's right over here. There are people getting paid on Twitch to fucking gamble. There's an entire category. You really think that somehow, if you stream on Twitch, you're a good person, and if you go on Kick, you're a bad person? I would again argue, based on the fact that they literally have TOS guidelines that says, do not gamble on Kick, right? They literally have, these are things, streaming watch party gambling content is demonetized. It's the same shit. It's just, it's a bunch of people who hate Nicholas Light and want to basically grasp onto any sort of thing that sounds good to them and try to demonize him. Oh, I can't believe he go to Kick, bro. Kick is the platform where it's associated with gambling, therefore it's bad. Here's the thing. I guarantee you, you are typing that shit from your fucking smartphone that has been created by children slaves in China. So what does that make you then? Right now, I'm trying to give you a ridiculous argument where if you're somehow associated with something, just like even like, for example, Nicholas Light with Kick, how about you and your smartphone? How about you and your clothes? All this shit that's banked off of fucking child slavery in third world countries. Does that suddenly mean that you support that? No. What a retarded fucking idea. We are stuck in this society called capitalism, and we're forced to participate in it. Just because I have an iPhone doesn't mean I advocate for child slaves. Just because Nicholas Light goes on a kick doesn't mean he advocates for people to gamble and lose their livelihoods. But disingenuous people, retards who can't comprehend how life works, will try to make these arguments to demonize others and try to bring them down. They're just frauds. Any reasonable person can understand what I'm saying. And if you truly think that like, oh, you're associated with Kick, you're bad, you are so fucking delusional. I guarantee you, if I did enough research, peeled back enough of the onion layers, I could find something about you that I could disingenuously do mental gymnastics to suddenly say, oh, you're a Nazi, bro, because you somehow have this. Again, I don't fucking know. This smartphone example is the best I got right now. 90% of my messages right now, what the fuck is wrong with these people? Disappointed you're not my father. I thought you would never go to Kick. Little disappointed. He ain't your daddy, bro. And if you're looking up to content creators as some sort of like figurehead, some sort of role model, you are wasting your time. We are entertainers at heart. To think that you got this parasocially attached to him, to think that, oh my god, my life is ruined, bro. Nicholas Light is going to Kick. It's over, bro. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? What's the issue with Kick anyways? People think I'm going to be streaming on in a clan outfit and have Andrew Tate on my first stream. Pretty much. No, obviously, that is an exaggeration, but that is the mental gymnastics and the extreme length that people will go to demonize others. Very happy for you and proud that you're not afraid to do what's best for you. Hey, what a reasonable person, man. Also nice to see a monkey in the title, right? We love monkeys here. Not going to lie, if this is your career, you need backup options. You need everything just in case something goes to plan A, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, sure. Yeah, no problems with Kick. Not out here to attack you, but yeah, this is probably where we part ways. Kick is just not a great place. So what changed, bro? What changed? The egg? Why? Why is it not a great place? Please, give me the logic, straight up. Give me your logic of why you don't think, why it's over right now. Because you had absolutely no issue with watching him on Twitch if it's specific with the gambling content. Are we then going to be talking about, like, I guess like right-leaning people that exist on Kick, like some creators, like maybe even like Aiden Ross that you don't like? Do you understand that on Twitch that you can say the craziest shit about terrorists and kind of get away with it? I don't want to get too deep into it, but you know what I'm talking about, right? It's fucked everywhere. To think that one platform has some sort of like all the correct moral code and that you're a good boy if you stick to Twitch, but if you're on Kick that you're suddenly like this demon, what a retarded take. Honestly, this is the problem. This is where we part ways. I don't want people watching my content that parts way with me because I'm doing what's best for me. Exactly. If you're a fan of Nicholas Light, you would support him. You wouldn't go out and try to do mental gymnastics and sort of do some sort of identity politics based on the fucking platform what they both stream on. Both, which Kick and Twitch, by the way, also fucking bank off of AWS, Amazon. If you suddenly use Amazon the service, are you then catering towards like advocating for like shitty work situations for workers, for them to piss in bottles and stuff like that? No, right? Like, this is a fucking ridiculous take. I don't care about other people on the platform that everyone is so afraid of. I'm streaming out on there because I can be myself with no restrictions and I don't have to worry about this bullshit that comes with Twitch. Fair. People out here acting like Twitch is this great place. People get banned left and right for exposing themselves, streaming inappropriate content, talking about controversial topics. The revenue splits also kind of suck. Yeah, also, like, people think that like you can just stream porn or do something crazy on Kick and just get away with it. You can't. Bro, on Twitch, there was a girl who was literally getting fucked on stream, got like a day ban and came back. Like, this shit happens on Twitch too. I don't watch anyone playing games on Twitch because there are prostitutes on this platform type shit. Straight up. Do you watch Nick or some random casino maniac? What difference does a platform make? And again, if it's the whole issue with casinos, look on Twitch. There's a literal fucking catalog of casino content creators, bro. Crazy, bro. Can you tell me why it's not a great place? I guarantee you they can't. This person is just fucking stupid and is so easy and ignorant and just believes that, oh, Kick bad because gambling without even fucking doing a little bit more critical thinking. Kick's not a great place. Grow some fucking balls, pussy. Twitch literally supports terrorists. Like, I can see ethical problems with Kick, sure, but Twitch isn't some magical good place. Like, there is no magical good place, bro. It's fucking ridiculous. Let's see some of the other stuff. People complaining about you not doing anime reactions live anymore because of Twitch and it totally being out of your hands, and then give you that back by doing it on Kick. They still complain you can't win, bro. Yeah, you can't please everybody. That's why you just have to fucking just do your thing and ignore these retards that show up. They're mad because you're going to make more money. It sounds dumb, but I had the exact same thing that happened to me. It's not necessarily because of the money. I think that obviously you can make more money in Kick. I think that this is just moral grandstanding. I think that Kick has negative press due to the creators that does exist on there and the whole fact that Stake is associated with Kick. Stake, again, being the gambling company where I think Kick is able to offset their losses. Like, obviously, they're operating at a huge loss, paying out content creators through the Kick incentive program, but they can do that because they have the gambling money, absolutely. And because of that association, people will demonize the platform despite the fact that motherfuckers are literally gambling on Twitch. What's Kick? Genuinely don't act like this. I don't think anyone's objecting to opinions. Rather, it's your lack of principles they don't like. What principles? Let's read this one. If you say that you will never do a thing, that's a statement of principle. I guess, like, Nick has made a statement in the past about, like, how I won't stream on Kick. And I think that's what people are dragging, right? Yeah, that's the one problem I had with it. I have no problem watching him on Kick, and I like him in his content, but he said a lot of times that he will never go to Kick, and then 2 days later, he announces he's going to go to Kick. I feel like Nick had... I don't know the history leading up to it. Again, people can absolutely change their minds. Maybe he wasn't very well informed of what's actually happening on Kick. And obviously, it is the solution to the problem that we have, but I can absolutely understand why people would be frustrated if it was literally like 2 days ago that he would say very strong stances about no Kick, but suddenly he's on Kick now. What do you think Twitch is a more ethical website? Lol, Twitch has went to the pooper and Kick has literally basically stayed the same. Yeah, again, Twitch is not this like ethical, moral, like high ground. Like, what do you, people think that Twitch is heaven and Kick is like hell or some shit, bro. Is there anything else? No, that's pretty much it, man. At the end of the day, this is a bunch of nothing burger. I think that Nicholas Light should absolutely go to Kick and do his thing. And if people don't want to watch him, they can fuck off. It is so ridiculous, though, if you genuinely think that somehow there is like an allegiance with the platform and that if you are on Twitch, that you're like a good person. Again, remember what I said, the smartphone example. We are all forced to participate in this fucking society that we call capitalism. Just because you are using a smartphone or you're using a service like Kick, does that mean you're advocating for gambling or that you're advocating for child slaves? No. It's all about the intent and how people represent themselves. Is Nicholas Light going out of his way and say, gamble everybody, use my discount code, hashtag Nicholas Light for a gamble code? No. What a ridiculous thing. It's just always the same type of people that exist online, and they're most likely emotionally retarded children who have nothing better to do. They try to engage in these social justice causes and try to be like a good person, but they're so ignorant because they don't even understand the society that they live in, and they try to moral grandstand and demonize you if you suddenly do something bad. Like, remember that VTuber? Here's another one, right? Remember that VTuber? The Japanese VTuber who was literally eating a McDonald's, like this one. VTuber McDonald's Palestine Israel incident. Remember this shit? Imagine having to apologize for eating fast food. There is literally VTubers who were eating McDonald's, and because McDonald's had some sort of like what's it called? They had donations, right, made to, I think, Israel or something, that suddenly you are now advocating for the genocide of Palestinians. How ridiculous is that? There's a cute girl eating a fucking hash brown saying yum, and then motherfuckers come in virtue signaling and be like, I can't believe you would eat this. I can't believe you would side with genocide. And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? That is so fucking crazy. But at the end of the day, people are insane online. And there's nothing you can do about it other than just have some fun like me and farm some content. I think next up, we might watch Baldi's video. No. I think we already watched this. Everyone is leaving for Twitch. No. I think that Baldi already... Yeah. This is the video that I literally reacted to, right? I think at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter. Shoutouts to Baldi. He's also streaming on Kick, apparently. Shoutouts to Asmongold. He's apparently streaming on Kick, too. Man, I'm telling you, bro. I'm a fucking trendsetter. I am the trendsetter. Also, just a little bit of update on Kick. I messaged the Kick support yesterday asking if there's anything different about anime reactions on Twitch. Sorry, on Kick, and unfortunately it's still demonetized. I was kind of thinking about doing what's it called? I was kind of thinking about doing like this type of content is monetized on Kick. So I thought about like the first half of the stream, maybe I could stream for like 4 hours covering YouTube content, do it on Kick, make some dollars there, and then come over to Twitch and do anime reactions. But anyways, I'm getting off topic. Shout out to Nicholas Light. The people hating on him, you were so fucking retarded. See you next time.